got 3 pieces of work. 2 a walk in the park and 1 to hell and back.
So, we are working for the agency.
I gotta recon this island first.
The only thing you need to know is the job's real and the money's real.
The Expendables describes itself as a film by Sylvester Stallone, and that pretty much says it all. Once again, Stallone liberates the oppressed masses of the Third World and kills a whole lot of people in the process. But this time, he's got lots of help. Dolph Lundgren, Jet Li, Jason Statham, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and for a few minutes each, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mickey Rourke, who goes all misty on us.
I don't want to die all alone, full of holes in the mud and blood. To die with something that counts. I'm going to die with a woman.
These guys are so sensitive. They just want to help people, and they use whatever tools happen to be at their disposal.
You want the money? Go get it.
What's that?
In a text.
Excuse me?
Now, that early scene is actually fairly restrained. The bloodshed is very intense in The Expendables, and in the last half hour, the picture lets go of its always shaky hold on narrative coherence and just lets fly with the fireballs and the bullets and the testosterone. Statham punches a guy in the face when the guy's already on fire. Terry Crews launches an artillery shell at a helicopter with his bare hands. Yeah! This movie is blunt, dumb, and crude, but not without a certain leathery charm. I laughed quite a bit. Enough to say that after a hard day at the office, you might want to open up a light beer, slap on a fake tattoo, fire up a cigar, and rent it.
I would actually,
No?
I would say see it to that review. But I would say the movie is fun in theory. I don't think it's leathery. It's more like a trip to the Naugahyde outlet store. These guys are beyond leathery.
I actually thought it was like a trip through the cooling room at a Chicago steakhouse. I haven't seen so much air-dried, aged beef.
Yes,
a lot of beef.
Yeah, I sat through so many Golden Globus, Canon Pictures classics from the 80s and 90s that
didn't this
had
take
more.
you back
No,
a little?
those had more honest, low-down entertainment value than this. I think a pretty self-conscious attempt to get that old style and feeling back. I just think Stallone isn't much with action as a director behind the camera, and he loves the close-up that is from the eyebrow to the upper lip only, and that interspersed with fireballs, interspersed with beheadings, makes kind of a
I guess so,
drag.
but this kind of reminded me of a reunion tour of a rock band that everyone's forgotten about that hasn't had a hit in 25 years.
Foghat.
Yeah, it's like the Foghat reunion tour, and there's a certain amount of fog and a few. And a
the
few
fog
hats.
of war, baby. This is the fog of war.
But I mean, I had a pretty good time, partly because it reminded me of those old,
I wanted
somewhat
to.
better.
I wanted to. But Stallone's goodwill with the audience is still there, and the other guys too, and maybe that's enough to make it a hit. It's not very good, but maybe that's enough.